Hello and welcome. I'm Father Rick Robine, the Rector of St. Mary's in Tuxedo Episcopal Church. November is Stewardship Month at St. Mary's, and during this month you'll be hearing from several people about what St. Mary's means to them, but I would like to start things off with a special message for you. Last Sunday, I inaugurated our 2021 Stewardship campaign during my sermon. On that All Saints Sunday, I spoke about how the work of the saints is to build up the church and how we can strive to imitate them here and now in our own time. Church buildings, especially old ones, are good analogies for the church herself. Often full of quirks and puzzles, they show signs of previous repairs done well and not so well, and of continual need for renewal. They can often be taken for granted as things that have just always been there and always will be. And they can sometimes be overlooked or seem monolithic. But those of you who spend any amount of time inside the walls of our old church know that while there is a lot of work and dedication required, it is a living, breathing, sometimes groaning thing. We humans do our best and give our best to fashion places worthy of God's worship and fit to contain the sacramental body of His Son. Inside our church, we are nourished by word and sacrament and strengthened to run the race that is set before us. Inside our church, for more than 130 years, the most joyous and solemn moments in people's lives have been celebrated and marked with prayer. Inside our church, we learn and grow. Inside our church, we plan and organize to meet the need outside our walls. At our last vestry retreat, shortly before quarantine, we were asked a series of hypothetical questions. One was, what would you do if you showed up tomorrow and St. Mary's wasn't there? No reason given for why the church wasn't there, it just wasn't there. We puzzled over this and offered some pedestrian answers, such as calling our insurance company, but we also said that the first thing we would want to do was to gather together and worship God. Well, just a month or so after that meeting, we were deprived of our church building. It was heartbreaking to make this announcement to the congregation on March 15th, but we knew it had to be done. And then something wonderful happened. We came together virtually and organized in support of our community and immediately took our expanded offering of church services online. We did our best, and we continue to do our best, but we also learned just how important place is in our lives. We learned that valuable lesson from Scripture, in returning and rest you shall be saved. St. Mary's, the place, matters to us and to our community. And so it is with joy that I invite you to show that you are a vital and living organ in this body, by pledging your support for the coming year. No amount is too small. Consider the story of the widow's mite. Nor is any too large. Think about the place that St. Mary's has in your life and in our community, and just how irreplaceable that is. St. Mary's relies solely on the generosity of its members, both present and past, to fund our day-to-day operations and to make ends meet. Please see the links below for more information and submit your pledge card at one of our church services in person, in the mail, or online. On Sunday, November 22nd, we will celebrate the Harvest Thanksgiving together and gather in all your gifts to bless for the coming year. May God continue to bless you in your generosity.